Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here. And while I got this idea still fresh in my head, basically, since I'm not going to be doing many of the newer movie reviews, I mean, I wanted to see, after people have told me about it, kind of want to see Dark Knight Rises. Also, I want to see Total Recall because, I'm sorry, the original Arnold sucked balls. I want to know if they can do it better with Colin Farrell. And I've heard it's yes and no. But I'll judge for myself when I see it. Let me sit up here. But, here's the thing. I recently, about a week or so ago, why am I saying my mom? I mean, my mom's been at home for about a year now. Has it been a year? I think it has been a year. Actually, it's been almost a year. Anyway, let's see, a black cat, white, okay, that's interesting. A black cat with white, socks, I guess you could say, on its hind legs. Anyway, me, my sister, my oldest niece, and her boyfriend, we're all at a storage unit. We're all at one of our storage units. It's public storage, and we went there to look at what was in there. Because I told them, look, all that's in there is bags full of shit. All that's in there in the way of getting to everything else, other than my sister's ex's boxes of crap. And the stuff that we've already been through is bags of shit. Okay? They didn't believe me, so we all went up there and did this. We came across a couple of games for the old PlayStation, PS1. And there were a couple of games that there were two games we actually liked. The first is one of the very first titles for the PlayStation 1. And the other is came a little bit later. The one that came, and I'm going to review both of them. First one in this video, I'm going to do another one in another video. The first one was the one that was one of the first ones for the PlayStation, and it was the first of this game series to make the jump. It was one of the first games, and it was the first game in this certain series to make the jump from cartridge to CD-based games. This one being Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You like Final Fantasy. I'll admit, I'm a Final Fantasy nut. I've been a fan of Final Fantasy ever since Final Fantasy VI. Back when it was known as Final Fantasy III on the Super NES. Matter of fact, I did a review of it a while back. Let's see. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII, basically it's a story of a group of people. It starts off as a story where a group of people are trying to take down the Shinra company in Midgar. And it's a group called Avalanche, and it's headed by Barrett Wallace, and he employs the help of Cloud Strife, our main character. Cloud Strife was a member of the group called Soldier, where him and another one, Sephiroth, were soldiers in this one group. Well, Sephiroth ended up going batshit crazy, and he ended up becoming a bad guy and like a wanted villain, like a wanted man. And well, it starts off with a bombing mission at one of the cities of Midgar, and excuse me a moment, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry about that. Anyway, afterwards you meet up with Tifa Lockhart, another one of the main characters. You also, after a mission, actually, Cloud bumps into one of the characters you get later in the game, Aerith Gainsborough. Now, I'm going to spoil this a lot because this game is old, okay? If you don't know this game, then you really, I'm like, where the hell, man? This is Final Fantasy VII. They already have had released 13 and 13-2, and they're about to release 14. Where have you been? Anyway, Final Fantasy, like I said, you come across Tifa Lockhart, then later on you come across the other characters in the game. That includes Sid Highwind, Vincent Valentine, Yuffie Kisarigi, Kai Shi, Red 13. I think that's it. I think that's the entire party right there. I'm not really sure. You can correct me on it if you want. Yeah. At the end of the first disc, you go to this one area called Cetra, and in it, Aerith is trying to do something, and Sephiroth comes and runs her through with his sword, killing her. So you spend the rest of the game without her, which kind of sucks. I mean, she was a pretty interesting character, but later on you find out that Sephiroth is trying to use the essence of his mother, Genova, to basically take out the world. And that's it. You end up fighting, going around to various areas of the world. You go through a bunch of vehicles. One being that this one that only goes along shores. That's I think it's called the Bronco or whatever it was. And then of course you get the final airship, the Highwind, which is where basically you can fly anywhere. There is one thing that you have to do in order to get this really nice, cool summon. You have to raise a gold chocobo and go to this island that's like in some part of the world, because you can't get to it anywhere else. Anyway else, you can't get to it any other way. In this island, you collect this material called Knights of the Round. Oh, by the way, materia is like the upgrade stats or whatever of this game. Your characters can level up and get their stats raised normally, but the materia adds more stuff to it. Also, you learn magic from these materia. But there's also some materia. You have like Shiva, Ifrit, Bahamut, the usual ones, and of course some other ones. Let's see here. But the ones Knights of the Round, basically the enemy is sent to another dimension, and all 12 Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur come out and attack them. That, I think, it's a cool one. Probably one of the coolest summons in all of Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's basically Final Fantasy VII in a nutshell. If there's anything I left out, let me know. So, until my next video, which will be a review of Legend of Dragoon, it's the LWJ saying thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.